Have you ever felt that quiet moment when your cat looks at you? No meow, no purr. Just a silent gaze that seems to ask for something deeper. Not food, not toys, not even attention. Something invisible, but powerful. Cats may not love like humans, but they do love. With rituals, memories, and subtle emotional codes passed down from wild ancestors to the cats in our homes today. Today on Wildika, we'll uncover the 7 acts of love your cat secretly hopes to receive. The ones that leave invisible paw prints on their heart and bind them to you for life. Act 1. The sacred touch. Every cat carries an invisible map of trust zones across their body. Most humans only unlock 2, the chin and just behind the ears. But there's another place that speaks straight to their heart. The gentle area between the eyes and the ears, along the sides of their face. When a mother cat grooms her kittens, she focuses right there. It's not random, it's instinct. That touch releases calming pheromones kittens associate with warmth, milk, and safety. So when you stroke that spot in slow, circular motions, you're recreating the first memory of comfort your cat has ever known. Your fingertips whisper a message their instincts understand perfectly. You're safe with me. Over time, this simple act reshapes their emotional memory, reducing anxiety, deepening trust, and linking your scent with peace. To your cat, your hands become more than touch. They become home. And when they lean into that touch instead of pulling away, it's not just affection, it's surrender. It's their quiet way of saying, I choose you. Act 2. The morning greeting. It's dawn. You're half asleep. Tiny paws press against your chest. A soft meow echoes through the quiet room. Maybe even a whisker brushes your face. Before you roll your eyes, pause. Because what you're seeing is one of the oldest feline rituals of love. In the wild, cats begin their colony check at sunrise. They move through their group, gently touching or grooming each other to confirm that everyone made it through the night. So when your cat wakes you, they're not being annoying, they're expressing care. They're saying, we made it through together. Studies show that cats who receive a warm morning acknowledgement, a gentle pat, a slow blink, or even a sleepy whisper, display lower stress levels and greater affection throughout the day. That half-awake greeting may last only seconds, but to your cat, it anchors their emotional world. So next time they nudge you awake, don't push them away. Just meet their gaze, blink slowly, or smile. Act 3. The words they long to hear. You might think your cat doesn't care what you say, but their brain tells a different story. Cats don't process full sentences like humans, but they do recognize tone, rhythm, and emotional energy. Japanese researchers found that when people regularly speak to their cats in calm, loving tones, the auditory cortex, the brain region that processes emotional speech, actually becomes denser. Your voice literally shapes their mind. So talk to them. Narrate your day. Tell them when you're leaving or when you're home. Say, you're safe. Say, I missed you. Say, I love you. To you, it's just words. To them, it's melody. A familiar rhythm that builds their world around your voice. In homes where no one speaks to cats, many go silent too. They stop meowing because they've learned their voice isn't heard. But when you talk softly and often, you remind them that communication brings connection. Your voice becomes more than sound. It becomes comfort, belonging, and emotional safety. Act 4. The pause that builds trust. Every cat has a boundary, a hidden threshold where pleasure turns to overstimulation. Their tail flicks, their ears angle back, their skin ripples ever so slightly. Most people miss those subtle warnings. But when you notice and stop, something powerful happens in their brain. It releases GABA, the neurotransmitter that signals calm and trust. That simple pause teaches your cat something profound. That you listen, that you respect their limits, that your touch is safe. And once they learn your hands never force, never overstep, they begin to relax before you even reach out. This is called predictive safety. Trust that builds from consistency and respect. And in a world where cats control so little, that understanding means everything. So when your cat pulls away, don't feel rejected. Feel honored. Because walking away means they believe you'll understand. And that's real love. The kind built on quiet trust. Act 5. The goodbye ritual. Every time you leave home, your cat feels it long before you do. The sound of keys, the shuffle of shoes, the faint change in your energy, it all signals uncertainty. Studies show that cats experience pre-departure anxiety minutes before their human walks out the door. Their heart rate rises, and their stress hormones spike as they anticipate being alone. But you can turn that fear into comfort with one simple ritual. Create a pattern they can predict. Maybe it's a phrase, "I'll be back soon." Maybe it's a small treat in a favorite spot, or a toy that only appears when you leave. Your cat might not understand your words, but they recognize rhythm, and rhythm becomes reassurance. Over time, that ritual tells them, when this happens, you always come back. That transforms absence into something peaceful instead of painful. Because for a cat, love isn't only about being there. It's the promise that you'll return. Act 6. The silent vigil. When your cat isn't feeling well, they won't always show it. Instinct tells them to hide weakness. It's a survival trait from their wild ancestors. But even in silence, they crave your presence. When they curl up in a corner or grow unusually quiet, resist the urge to hover. Just sit nearby. Read, work, or simply breathe beside them. In the wild, injured cats stay close enough to feel the safety of their colony, but far enough to heal alone. That's what your cat wants. Quiet companionship, not constant contact. Veterinary studies show that cats who receive this kind of peaceful, non-invasive support heal up to 25% faster. Your stillness lowers their stress hormones, steadies their heartbeat, and tells them the world is safe again. Sometimes love isn't loud. Sometimes it's simply sitting there, saying nothing, and being everything. Act 7. The final gift of love. One day, your cat will grow old. Their leaps will shrink, their fur will thin, and their eyes will soften. They will know when it's time, but they'll wait for you. Because they'll hold on until you tell them it's okay. Veterinarians have found that cats gently spoken to in their final moments show calmer breathing, steadier hearts, and peaceful expressions. They rest easier because the one they love most has given them permission to let go. Whisper to them, tell them they were good, that they were loved, that they can rest now, and when they finally close their eyes, they'll leave knowing their world was safe because of you. But their story doesn't end there. It lingers, in the faint scent on your couch, the stray hair on your sweater, and the quiet places you still glance at without realizing why. Every cat writes a love story through your actions, in touches, tones, and rituals so small you might never notice. But they notice. They remember. So the next time you stroke their cheek, greet them at sunrise, or simply share a moment of silence, remember, you're speaking their language, the oldest language in the world, the language of trust. If this helped you understand your cat's heart a little better, give this video a like and subscribe to Wildika, where we uncover the hidden emotions and unspoken bonds between animals and humans. And tell me in the comments, which act of love does your cat respond to the most? Because love doesn't always need words. Sometimes, it just needs a paw reaching back.